All right. Hello again, everyone. My name is Wojtek, and I will be guiding you through the Writefull webinar today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat, and we'll get to them at the end. First, very quick information about our company. It's called Albertina Ikome Praha and Albertina Ikome Bratislava, and we've been in the business since 1991, so actually 35 years. My presentation is old, and we serve the academic markets in the Czech Republic and in Slovakia. Uh, we work with many of the largest publishers in the electronic resources space. You can see some of the examples here on the screen, and we also work with the national consortia for e-resources. So here in the Czech Republic, it's CzechILib, and in Slovakia, it's CVTI. And now for Writefull itself, we have quite a few institutional customers here in the Czech Republic. You can see their logos on the screen. So if you are part of any of these institutions, you can use the full Writefull, premium Writefull experience. Just take a look at the library website, and you'll find all the information there. And we also have a few customers in Slovakia. So again, here you can take a look at the university. Most of these, pretty much all of these customers are for the whole university, except for the University of Trnava, which only has one faculty participating. Oh, sorry, this is an old slide. And if you need to contact us, this is the information to our Slovak colleague. My email address is the one that you got the invitation to the well, those of you in the Czech Republic got the information from my email. Those of you in Slovakia got the email from Lucia's email. You can see her in the gallery view now. And you can find more about us at our websites, aip.cz or aib.sk. And afterwards, you can contact us at the emails provided. And now I will switch over to my Writefull presentation and go through Writefull itself. So, what is Writefull? Well, students and researchers have many different texts that they have to go through in their careers or studies, and even if they know English well, uh, they can still struggle with academic English because the academic English is fairly different from the general English that you use in other fields, and if you struggle with it, it can have some negative impacts for example, on your academic success, your productivity, and even if you'll get some financing, for example, or get published. And that is why Writefull developed to help students and researchers with academic writing. Writefull is based on some deep learning models, which is a form of artificial intelligence, and it was trained on millions and millions of published journal articles and books. Which means that Writefull's feedback is fairly well tailored to scientific writing because it wasn't trained on Wikipedia and Reddit, but on actual published peer-reviewed articles and books, which means that the quality is fairly good, and it's much better than some general purpose tools. Uh, Here you can see some examples of the feedback that Writefull would be able to give you. So, for example, you can have the wrong preposition on, even when in should be used. For some spelling of some fairly strange scientific terms, there could be the spelling could look different than you expected, and Rightful would catch it. There is some word use where some words could be more appropriate to use, and you can expand your vocabulary this way. Also, punctuation, which is fairly difficult for us non-native speakers because the punctuation rules differ fairly differ a lot between the languages. And also, for example, using some informal expressions where formal expressions would be more appropriate. Here you can see using the word huge where some other words would be better. Um, Writefull is secure. They use encryption, end-to-end encryption when your text is going through the internet, which means that even if someone somehow caught it, they wouldn't be actually able to take a look at it. And afterwards, they don't actually save your texts or even the recommendation that the suggestions that they give you. They don't use it to train their models. They actually use some other journals and books that they're able to find, and so your data should be secure. Writefull has some extended AI features that are new from 2024, which I'll show you. I'll show you in a bit. And now to the actual Writefull products that we have. We have two tools that help you while writing, and two other tools that help you revise a text. And I will start with Writefull for Word because it's kind of the best the best view, and also it's usually the one that most people use. Um, Writefull Word is an extension to Microsoft Word, and if you want to get it, you can go to Writefull's website, which is on writefull.com, and if you click on Products, you can click Writefull Word, and here you have a link that enables you to add it to Word. This is the way that works, but it requires you to sign into the Microsoft Marketplace, which can be a bit annoying. So I actually have a different way to do this, which I will show you right away. Um, I will open Microsoft Word, and here uh you can see add-ins. I have it in Czech, but in English you'll have add-ins, and if you open it, you can search for Writefull here, and you'll be able to add it to Word right here. Mine is already installed, so I will not be doing this. And when you install it, it will ask you to. I'll actually show you. It will ask you to either log in or sign up. So you can use your email or your Overleaf account. And in both cases, it's important to use the university email that you have, because that way Rightful will be able to recognize that you are from the institution and get you the premium experience. So I will show you. Here I can log in. If you don't have an account, you can register right down here and log in. And here you can see the Writefull interface. And the main tools are actually the first two right here, which enable you to get the language feedback. Um, if I click on it, it will go through the paragraph that I'm actually currently in. So this, no, so currently the abstract, and give me the suggestions. So we can see the suggestions right here. If I click on the suggestion, it will show me where in the text it actually is. And afterwards, I can do two things. I can accept the suggestion, which will change it in the text, or if I don't actually like it, I can reject it. Here, I'd like to say that I would recommend actually checking all of the suggestions and not just clicking accept to all of them because it's just a machine and it can make mistakes. So please don't rely on it 100% and always check what it tells you. But here I like the suggestions, so I clicked OK, and it showed me it changed it in the text. Currently, I'm using the track changes functionalities, which shows me what it changed. But I can actually hide it here, and yeah, and this way it goes back and just changing the text, and I can go through all of them. If one of the suggestions keeps appearing and I don't like it, I can actually block it, which will make it so that it doesn't appear ever again. And also, it's possible to click to use keyboard shortcuts to do it faster. And this checked just the suggestions in this paragraph. You can also click on check document and check the whole document. This can take quite a long time if you have a long document. So I usually recommend to just go and use the check paragraphs as you're writing or as you're checking the document. But you can use check document. It will just take maybe a couple seconds to a couple of minutes, depending on how long your document is. Um, one thing that I could show you here is that you can choose the language model that Writefull will use. If you click on it, you can either choose the Writefull model, which is the one that was made by Writefull and trained on the English text. You can also switch to a GPT model, which actually has the disadvantage that it was trained on all of the internet pretty much, so general English, so it will not be exactly tailored to scientific writing, which might be an advantage or disadvantage for you depending on what you're doing. And also you can use GPT model with a custom prompt, which is for advanced users. You can play around with the prompt. I usually recommend just sticking with the Writefull model. And there are also some other tools here in Writefull. One of them is for generating some text. The first one is that you can select some text, and I usually choose the abstract, and generate the title for the whole paper. This might be useful for you, might not. You can copy the text here or regenerate the text again. And also, you can select your entire document and generate the abstract. I'm not sure how useful these tools actually are, but you might find them useful. But what I actually think is quite good is that you can generate some keywords for your text. So you can use them to tag it or something. And this actually I think can be quite good. And if I, for example, like some of them, but not all of them, I can lock it here. And now if I regenerate it, it will just go through the other ones and generate the other ones, which means that I can like go through it again and again and just choose the ones that I like and use those. And also I can copy them. I will go back to the main menu. There's also some AI tools like for in the breakdown section. I can choose this one to summarize the text, which will give me a summary of the text, a shorter one, and I think that this is most useful when to make sure that your point is coming across and things like this. So you can use this to check if it's doing everything, and also you can try to have it explain something. Also, I think mostly to see if what you want is coming across exactly. Uh, and this actually even, as you can see, explained it in Czech, which is interesting. Um, Another one I have here is rewrite. You can use this, for example, if you don't like a sentence, you can either paraphrase it, make it more concise if you think that you're rambling on and want to make it shorter. You can make it punchy so that it's more impactful. Make it scientific if you feel like you're struggling with the academic English. If you have a very long sentence that you don't like, you can split it, and you can also join a couple sentences. For example, here I will try to make this sentence more punchy, and I accidentally closed it. Sorry. So here you can see that it did something, and you can actually just click insert, and it will change it right in the text. Um, One of the tools that I think is really important, really good, is synonyms in context. So, for example, here I am using the biggest issue, but I don't actually like it very much. I can use synonyms in context, and it will give me some suggestions. So, for example, I think that the primary challenge is much more appropriate in this context. So you can use 3 to 5 words, 1 to 5 words, and if I click on it, it will change it in the text right away. Um, I can also have the text translated. I think this is also important for checking it, but as you can see here, you can use choose the language. It's a bit messed up with the dark mode that I'm using that you can't actually see all of the options, but if you hover over them, you'll see them. And I'll try translate it into Czech just to see what it does. And you can see that it made a translation, which will be. I think it's probably not ready to just publish the translation right away, but you can use it as a starting point or something. And the last one here is a new one. You can make some tasks that, for example, for some things that you do over and over again. So you can make the task and be able to run it again. So, for example, I don't know. Uh, for example, here justifying my selection with a reference, and you can go and do it with the selection over and over again, and with new ones. Um, And the last thing up here is a chatbot. So here, you can ask the chatbot for something, and it will know what text you have selected and be able to work with it. So here I will ask, is my point coming across here? And it will generate a response. It takes a couple seconds, and it's taking longer than I expected, but my internet might be acting up or something. Okay, it's taking much longer than I expected. This might be some temporary issue. I'll try it one more time. Oh, okay, okay. So you see, it gives me some feedback, I can t test this. It works the same as a chatbot that you're used to. Up here you have some options. You can choose the language model again. What is good is that here you can switch between British and American English, which is an option that we've been asked for a long time. Um, and it's finally here. If you blocked a suggestion, you can take a look here and look into it. And also there are some links. There is a link for Sentence Palette, which is I will show you right here. This is a list, a selection of phrases used often in English that you can use. For example, if you feel like you're repeating yourself all over, you can switch to a section here. And for example, for literature, I want to agree with the study. So here you can see author's observation further elaborate his hypothesis that something. So I can just copy this text and use it in the text. And there are some useful links. Guide helps enter my account, and you can sign out here. I see we have some questions. Does it also work on Macs? I will get to it afterwards, but yes, but you need to use Microsoft Word 365 for the 2016 version. I am not sure if it's working or not. And is the Writefull chatbot less agreeable than ChatGPT, or is it also a yes bot? That's a good question. I am not sure. I actually think that it might be using OpenAI's GPT models in the background, so it might have the same issue, but I you'll have to test it out yourself. I don't actually have that much experience with it. All right, so that is it for Write Forward, I think, and I will go back to the presentation and uh, I think that most of you are writing your thesis in Word, but if you're, for example, at the Czech Technical University, you might be writing in Overleaf, which is kind of a more of a programming way of writing text, and it's using LaTeX, and it gives you all of the things that you had in Word, but in Overleaf. If you go to the Writefull website, you can see up here, I'll click Writefull Overleaf. In the past, you had to install a browser extension, but nowadays you can just it's actually built into Overleaf. So I'll open Overleaf, and you'll have to sign in if or sign up if you don't have an account. But I'll open it here, and here you can see the main editor, and here you'll be writing the text in some special predefined ways, and it will generate the text up here, right here. And Writefull, this whole row is actually based on Writefull. So in the text, it's giving you the suggestions automatically underlined in yellow. So if I click on this, I can actually see the suggestions, and I can accept it right away or go back and and go through the whole text. Also, you can block them. You can pin this card here so that if you wanna keep it there, and you can also use track changes. You can also go through the suggestions fairly quickly if you use the buttons here, which can be useful than just clicking accept or block or reject. You can also use the select the language model here. Again, I usually prefer the Writefull model, but you can choose whichever one you want. Um, You can also use the chatbot here. Here is the TechGPT, which is also the chatbot, and here you can use the paraphrasing, translating, and some rewriting tools that I've shown you in Writefull Forward. Here, if I select some text, I can also I can generate the abstract. The title generator here isn't working because it's not recognizing this as an abstract. For some reason, I will have to look into this, but if you're used to LaTeX, you'll probably know where the issue is. Also you can generate the keywords, but again, same issue. And here are the things for the paraphrasing, translating, changing the style into scientific, punchy, etc. Splitting and or joining some sentences, and summarizing and explaining, and also the synonyms in context. So, for example, here I'll just choose very difficult task and choose synonyms in context and challenging problem or significant challenge. I like this one, so I will use it. And also we have some settings, so you can hide the suggestions if you don't like them, switching between the variants, and also see the blocked language suggestions here. And afterwards, when you're ready, you just click recompile and it will change the text based on your changes. Um, all right, I'll go back to the presentation. So, now we've gone over the tools that help you while writing and all, but now we'll go to the tools that help revise a finished text or an existing text. For these, the first we'll go through Writefull Revise, which does the same basic functionality as Writefull for Word and Overleaf, but in a web browser, so you can use it on any text that you've written, for example, in a PDF format. And every university has their own special link that they'll be using. And afterwards, if you upload the text, they will show you the suggestions. However, it's just the suggestions, no special things. You'll just see them here. And I usually recommend using the Writefull Word or for Overleaf. And it goes through, but this goes through the whole text automatically. You have the guide here, and some of the tools that I showed you that are part of Word and Overleaf are actually here in x.writefull.com, so you can use them in the browser as well. So here we have the title generator, abstract generator, paraphraser, academizer, and also some useful links. One of them is for the academic writing lab, which is at learn.writefull.com. And it's actually a kind of a guide of how to write academic texts. So here about writing your abstract, and it's fairly goes into quite a bit of detail. So I think it's useful to take a look at it. Here some confusing word pairs, which is really good for non-native speakers to, if they're not sure about some of them, you can really hone in on the meanings of them. And last but not least is Writefull Cite, which actually gives you feedback on missing citations in a text. So again, you have to use your institution's special link. But now, if I upload it, it's go through your whole texts, and it through language analysis finds some places that it feels that you might be missing a citation that even though it should be there. For example, here the text said it has been described that something, but you don't actually have the source for it. So it is 99% sure that you're missing a citation here. And you can go through the whole text. If you feel like it's giving you too many suggestions, you can here select how strict it is. And also, if your text is long, you can click on compact view and it will just show you the paragraphs that actually have this missing these missing citations here. Also, there is a guide here. I think this is good to send your text here and go through it and see if maybe there are some citations that you're missing. All right. So these are all of the main products for Writefull, and I think that each of you will find which one of them you prefer based on where you write your texts. Um, for technical requirements, for Writefull Revise, Cite, and for Overleaf, you just need any modern web browser. So any of these ones listed, but pretty much anything that you're using to go to the internet will be good for it. For Write Forward, it's a little bit more complicated. You need a fairly recent version of Word, so 2016 or newer, or the Word 365 version, which is also available on Mac. If you're using Word 2013, there is a legacy version of the plugin, but it might actually not be supported anymore since it's 13 years old because it's not listed on Writefull's website anymore. If you have the Microsoft Office from your institution, you have to have the installation of add-ins permitted, and you have to use the institutional email from your university to have the full premium experience. And here are some links that you can use to get some more information. We have a playlist on our YouTube channel that has all of the webinar recordings and some other useful videos that you can use. And also, Writefull have some of their own webinars, and they're active on social media as well. And that is the end of my presentation. Does anyone have any more questions? I'll just say right away that if you think of anything afterwards, you can email us at in the Czech Republic my email at and in Slovakia my colleagues Miriam or Lucia. And if you have technical questions, it might be actually faster to email support@writefull.com and they will help you with it right away without me having to ping pong the conversation. Or actually, you can if you go to Writefull's website, down here you have the help center. And there are many user guides and other things here that you can use. So it's fairly useful, and they're keeping it up to date. So your question might actually be answered right here. All right. I don't see any questions appearing in the chat, but if you have anything, it's your last possibility now. Otherwise, it doesn't appear that way. Okay. I've been very thorough, it appears. Well, in that case, if you think of anything else, feel free to to shoot us an email, and we'll help you out. And otherwise, I want to thank you for your attention and wish you good luck with your writing, and hopefully you'll find Writefull useful. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Bye.